Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your flight attendant on Toastmasters International Airlines, Flight 30N2020 around Namibia. Toastmasters International mission is we empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. Welcome to Swk Toastmasters Airports Company, where we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Here are some house rules. I trust you know that where your bathrooms are. If you don't, please do not contact the complaints departments as they have dropped off the Zoom. Please make sure you keep your finger off the red emergency exit button, else we will lose you too. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best airlines in the world, Toastmasters International Airlines. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome our host of this event, President and CEO of Swakopmund Toastmasters Airport, CEO, Mr. Eric Mans.
Please help me welcome tonight the Toastmaster of the evening as the captain of our Toastmasters International Airlines. Flight 30N 2020 around Namibia, the one and only Captain Granny B 007. Please help me welcome Granny to the floor.
I would like to inform you that as your captain, we are very privileged here in Namibia to fly Toastmasters International Airlines. With Toastmasters International flights, you have an opportunity to connect with different networks, and as you do that, you might find yourself zooming in and out, dropping on and off. Well, should that be happening in this flight, don't worry. We have very competent flight attendants that will let you back into the room again, and you will be able to enjoy this flight further with us.
And for this meeting, our word of the day is valorous or valorous, which means showing great courage in the face of danger.
And toast with me to the visit of the International Toastmaster President, Mr. Richard Peck.
Well, thank you. It is my honor and privilege to be with you today. The pandemic has allowed us to look at new ways of getting in touch with our members, and the world tour was my idea to be able to meet with our members, understand your needs more, and really learn about our organization. All of our speakers will be valorous today in that there's no real danger other than what the evaluation is going to prove out. So leadership is a journey that seems to be always evolving. From our first day as attempting to be a leader to our later experiences in which we still attempt to be a leader. I use that metamorphosis of a butterfly to relate to leadership. For me, the truly first stage, the getting your feet wet, multiple feet wet, if you will, is that stage of being a caterpillar. The caterpillar, as we know, is multi-legged and moves fairly slowly, but it gets to its destination in time. When we start out in leadership, that's what we're doing. We're unsure. We're trying to run in a million different directions with our feet going everywhere. And we're a little bit slow to get to our destination. And that's because of our leadership style. So when I started out in leadership, my personality was what led my leadership style. So I like to go fast at things. I think that if I give you something to do, you should be able to go and just run with it without much direction, without much hand-holding. What I found was that I was running away from everybody and there was nobody following me. So I really wasn't leading. I was setting a pace that was comfortable for me, but not comfortable for others. And I think when we start in leadership, that is something that we tend to do. So I was a pace setting leader to begin with. The problem with being a pace setting leader is that if you don't look back over your shoulder to see who's with you, you may find that the only person you're leading is yourself. Then we start to evolve and we go into that chrysalis stage, that pupa stage, where we're starting to change from the caterpillar to our true leadership style, or what we think of as our true leadership style. And it's during that phase that a realization, that a metamorphosis starts to take place. And we start looking at leaderships a little bit differently. As we heard, a leader is someone who takes people to places they never thought they would go. For me, being a leader is helping people to achieve things that they never thought they could achieve because they feel that it's out of their reach. So during that transition page, during that chrysalis phase for me, it became more of a coaching style leadership. The need to help individuals realize their potential, to understand that they can achieve more than they can, but not to try to achieve it by themselves. That working together as a group will help everyone achieve more. So I went from that pace setting to where I'm outrunning everybody to realizing that now I need to coach people and bring them along. And as you look at the leaders within your club, as you look at the leaders within your district, they're working to bring each other along, supportive and encouraging, right? That's one of our mantras there. So it was that coaching leadership. And then as I came out of the chrysalis into the butterfly, if you will, again, there was a change in leadership style. And in the positions that I'm in now, in the positions on the board, it's more one of democratic leadership style, where it's not up to me to make the decision. Because when we hold levels of importance, or what people perceive to be important, when we hold titles, we can be influencers, which is not what we need to do. We need to be guiders. So now being on the board, it's become more of a democratic leadership style in consensus building. And what do we feel is to the benefit for others? So for me, it's truly been a leadership metamorphosis from that caterpillar stage to this butterfly stage where I can now spread my wings a little bit. However, I think if you believe in reincarnation, at some point in time, I'm going to become a caterpillar again and relearn some new leadership skills and have to go through that metamorphosis. As leaders, reflect upon what you've done in the past. Reflect upon where you started. Watch your metamorphosis. Think about what you're trying to accomplish as a leader. But more importantly, think about what others are trying to achieve and help them get to their destination. Help them realize their change. Madam Toastmaster.
Fellow Toastmasters guests, tonight is my opportunity to give you feedback on a journey that I've just recently enjoyed.
Last little bit. Toastmasters is the most fabulous opportunity to learn. Is worth tens of thousands of dollars on the professional training market.
Ladies and gentlemen, through this collaboration, we started a 21-day leadership coach challenge. And we were able to draw in various people. Lisa was the one that created all the beautiful adverts with rich content to draw people to the site. And I need you to understand, we are not professional Toastmasters. We are using Toastmasters to grow our profession. What a beautiful way to do this.
I was definitely not hilarious. I was nervous. Then I realized that evaluation is the core of Toastmasters and the core of the educational track of Toastmasters. In the beginning of this meeting, Mr. Peck, you said that we can address you as Richard. It was at that moment that I moved from nervous to hilarious.
Can you see? You have been traveling through Namibia. Now, I can't go further because it'll disappear. But we have been in Windhoek. We've gone to Katima. We have gone across to the Ipapa Falls. We've come down the Skeleton Coast, and we are now here in Swakopmund Bay. We still have so much of Namibia. You were talking about leadership, taking people places, and that's something that you want to do. So I just wanted to show you, we took you places tonight, believe it or not.
You really nailed it today. And I think the best word to describe it is the word of the day, which is hilarious. It was really on point, well researched.
Our District 74 Director, Meryl Jabber, as she shares the evaluation.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster, and especially to you, B, as the speaker. Your introduction really captured us. So if you were a conductor on a platform in a train station, you were selling tickets, we bought that ticket and we got onto that train and went on this journey with you.
You really picked the right table topics for tonight. And I think it gave all the visitors tonight, it gave them an insight into our country. It gave them a little peek into what they can expect.
Donkey Toastmaster of the Day, thank you very much for inviting me to serve as your general evaluator. This was a very well-run meeting, in my opinion. It started a little bit late due to some technical difficulties, yet you did something that most Toastmaster clubs have difficulty doing. You got it back on time, which is just an amazing feat in its own. I like the fact that you were experiencing technical difficulties and you were letting the audience know that they were going on, so that they were being worked in the background and you kept everyone abreast of the situation as it was going through the process. Very, very well done. I liked the theme that seemed to play throughout 305 2020 Airlines and the ability to fly around Namibia, which it was a unique aspect of the meeting. I must say, Granny B, that's the first time I've ever seen anyone use a graphic like that and stay off to the side, but have an image that everyone could see. Very, very well done. And explaining Namibia to those in the audience that are guests is COVID-19 and the pandemic has been a problem for all of us. It's been a challenge for all of us. But my philosophy has always been to look at the opportunities within the challenge and find ways to overcome them. This is a perfect example of how we do that, of how we look at the challenge, find the opportunity, and overcome it.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have come in to a safe landing. And then as you walk out, please watch your step or enjoy the trip.
Richard, thank you for tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your input, for your feedback, and everything, for your contribution. We will work on those recommendations that you have made. And therefore, I then declare this meeting officially closed.
Well done to your club. It was an amazing meeting. Thank you, Richard, for being here. And it really was a meeting with high energy and a great advert for what Toastmasters can give to guests that can convert into members. Well done.
Well done, everybody. Thank you for setting such a high bar for your club. Well done. And I wish you all the best for those of you who are continuing in the speech contest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. It was brilliant.
Thank you. Well done.
Bye, Grace.
Well, bye.
Cheers, Grace.
Bye.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.